going on here? Eh? What are you doing? Are you prohibiting work?
Yes. You should be
fired. This looks awkward. Where are you going? Oh, bye. Woo! Okay, so this week I have been vlogging a lot less, and the main reason for that is the stuff that I've been doing is not very interesting. It's important, but it's not been very interesting, so it's very difficult to try and get the content together when it kind of adds value in the sense that it's stuff that you got to do for your business, but it's not what I would call vloggable content. And this is things like sitting in front of my computer doing emails, sitting around the office having very mundane conversations about how the company works and everything else. So it's been a real battle this week so far to try and take elements of what I do and find the content in there that's going to add value and be interesting to put into a vlog. So I do apologise for that, guys, because that is, it's going to be quite crap for you. It's good for me though, in the sense that it actually, everything's been so full on the past few weeks, the past 4 weeks, that there's been some really great content to record for the vlogs, but I've had to push back a lot of the work that needs doing. And that could just be emailing some customers and clients. It could be sitting down with members of my team and working on what needs to happen. So again, it is a pretty chilled day. Yesterday was, as I said. Today, more of the same. It's quite quiet in the office today, so I'm getting focused, getting my head down and just concentrating on some big jobs, which is nice because it's very easy to get distracted. When there's less people in the office, it allows me to put more into one task. So today I've been working on a few bits for Facebook on the marketing side of things, working with one of the new agencies that we're going to be working with, which is a company called Social Chain, who I'm very excited to do more with. And yeah, we're just kind of plodding along. So there's nothing crazy happening, but this is the side of the business that isn't the glamorous side. It's the side that is good to show people that as fun and exciting as business can be, you've still got to get shit done, and we're no different. I've still got to get down. I've got to do my emails, and I've got to upload things, send PDFs, and look at graphs and spreadsheets. So you guys get to do more of that with me this week. Yay! So it's the end of the day now. I am just heading home very quickly, getting changed, and then it's off to a restaurant for me. Meeting up with a chap named James Brun. James runs a company called 24IT, and 24 are they're basically our IT department. So James is a really nice guy, South African guy, huge beard, very on brand. So yeah, it's nice to catch up with him now and then outside of work. When we haven't got issues with emails or the speed of our internet. And just catch up with him and see how things are going. So you guys are going to come along with me for a little bit. I'm going to go get changed and then head on out shortly. Right, just setting off now, heading down to meet James from 24IT, and then get some steak at the new steak restaurant in Doncaster. Doncaster doesn't have a lot of great things compared to some of the big cities, but this new steak restaurant, from what I hear, is a-okay. Here he is, the man himself,
Hey,
and a beer waiting. How you doing, fella?
Good, you, man. Good
Yeah,
to
good.
see you. Been a while.
Yeah, it has. So we are just about to tuck into a nice steak. We've got some fillet here. Thank you. We've got some mayonnaise just been dropped off. A couple of ciders, a couple of beers.
Ciders, steak.
Good conversation. There's not much else you can ask for.
Cheers, guys.
Technically, this is networking. It was a good evening out there. Really nice food, good company. It's been a while since I've hung out with James, and we just caught up about stuff, work, home life, just general catch up. One of the things about working so much is I don't realise how much time passes. James pointed out that it had been about 2.5 months since we hung out last. Obviously, I've been travelling for about a month on work, but in my mind, you know, when we last hung out and we went for a beer, it was, you know, it was the other week. But getting so immersed into work, you forget about these things. So it's a strange one to realise how much time does actually pass when you immerse yourself in your job and the things that you love. And I find myself having to focus on actively spending more time with my friends. But it's been a really good night, like I said. Just catch up, see how things are going, talk about business, and just generally chill and eat some good food. So happy to do that again. Good morning, campers. It's Thursday morning, and it isn't even 7 a.m. yet. Last night I was organising with Jimmy to head down to a meeting with one of our manufacturers today, so that we can have a chat about a few products and scaling a few things, which hopefully is going to work out, especially because of some of the issues that we've had when we've gone through the manufacturing process and tried keeping that in the UK. We're struggling, so we're hoping that these guys, you know, they've done a little bit for us so far. We're hoping that they can help us with a few new lines and a few other bits. Jimmy's here. Luckily he has a key, so I think he's been waiting. Knowing Jimmy, he's probably only just arrived. There's Jimmy! Morning! How you doing? I'm tired too. Road trip! Road trip with Jimmy! Woo! We're here a little bit early and it's raining. So I'm hoping that they're actually open and we can go straight in, because otherwise we're going to be sat in a car or get wet. Our two choices. So, fun times. We're going to head there now and we'll let you know how it goes. So we've just come out of the meeting and it was actually really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this materializes and what we can do moving forward. Unfortunately for you guys, I'm not going to say too much more. We're leaving it for the manufacturer special, but it's in the right direction, and that's what I think is important. I know Jimmy got a good vibe from it.
Yeah, it's definitely. You can see moving forward rather than taking a step backwards again.
Yeah, so it's exciting to get hope, at least, and we'll see how it goes. If not, we've got our own plans of what we can be doing, and as always we'll keep you guys informed and up to date. But this manufacturer special's it's gonna be so interesting to try and put together and talk about.
How do we get it all in?
It's gonna be like an hour-long special, so right, anyway, home time.
Screening now.
Back to, we'll sell some cinema tickets.
Yeah, cinema tickets. Popcorn.
Brilliant. Right, we're off back to the office. See you guys later. What's going on here? Hey? What are you doing? Are you prohibiting work?
Yes. You should be
Fired.
This looks awkward. Where are you going? Oh, bye. Woo! Hey up, little puppies.
Do you realise that?
Who's coming to... You coming to make some lunch with me? Can I come help me make my lunch?
We didn't know.
Yeah?
Go on then. Go on.
Come on then.
Go on then.
Woo! So guys, it is Friday, and it's been a quirky morning, shall we say. So a bit of backstory before I tell you what's happened this morning. Jimmy has had quite a tough time where he's found there's an issue with one of his dogs, which has involved the spine fusing together in certain places. Due to some unfortunate circumstances, he's not been able to get the dog insured due to a history that the dog had before Jimmy took care of it. For anyone who wants to find out about that, please do visit Jimmy's social media pages, check it out. There is a a Just Giving page, so if you do want to support it and find out the story there, then please do, because we're trying to raise quite a lot of money for him. Anyway, the interesting part, we had one of our current manufacturers who has been difficult to deal with recently, who sent me an email about some products that he made that we had returned. And we returned these products, as you guys know, because our quality control is very tight. We won't sell a product if it's not the best it can be. And the product that was made was not the product to the standard that we were happy with, so we wanted to return it. Due to multiple meetings where this particular manufacturer had agreed to take this product back, multiple emails, I don't usually speak with him because I have to run a whole lot of other stuff, but Jimmy and Dina had been. He sends me a message asking me to change the decision that we've made, and asking me to do some very damaging things to our brand just to shift this product to help him out, which is not us. You know, as you guys know, we care a lot about what we do and who we are, so I'm 100% not gonna even entertain that idea of shifting products to just get rid of them. It's not who we are. I hate that idea. Anyway, at the bottom of the email there was a message talking about Jimmy's dog and how if we were to take this product and shift it, then we would find a very sizable donation towards supporting Jimmy's dog and the operation that it needs. Now, it's one of the few times that I've really lost my temper. I'm normally very good at controlling my temper. You know, I don't see a great deal of point in getting angry and letting that kind of control you. But the way this was written was disgusting. It was holding my business to ransom and everything that we've worked for. And if we did it, we'd be rewarded financially for something. So it was a very horrible decision to make. I took the decision there and then to stop working with them. We won't be held to ransom. We won't be told that we have to take on bad quality products just to shift them to customers because he thinks that they won't know any better. And then to say that if we do it, then we'll get this money for a good cause, but if we don't, then, you know, that's not going to happen. That's disgusting. If you want to help someone, help them. Don't make it into a ransom. There and then, I wrote an email and I spoke to the person involved, and we have, without a second thought, cut ties. Which is going to be tough because it's going to fall on our other manufacturers and ourselves to create these products that we do, which isn't going to be too hard. Certainly the products we used to create in-house anyway, and you guys have seen the work that we've been doing down that end of the building where we've been building the lab, so we'll be able to take on some of it. But really, this isn't ideal, but it's a huge moral situation. I really wanted to talk about it, and I know that we'll go into more things when we look at the manufacturer special vlog, once everything's kind of sorted out and we feel that we're in a position that this is where we're going, we know exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to talk about it a whole lot more because I really do want to open people's eyes up, but at the same time I don't want to put us in an awkward position by mentioning things that will damage the company while we're doing things. But this particular person, final straw, you know, the rudeness, the nastiness, the manipulativeness of it was hurtful. It was really hurtful, and not just to me, to Jimmy and the rest of the team as well. And the first thing I did after sending that email was get in touch with Jimmy, who's not in today. He's actually at the vets with Jammy, his dog, who's having the operation today, and just say, you know, I'm really sorry for disturbing you, but I feel you need to know, and I hope that you support me in this decision. And luckily Jimmy does, he understands, he agrees with me 100%, so I am very lucky that he understands my thinking behind that. Good morning, Saturday, just heading down to Bawtry. I'm going to be going to see Jimmy for a couple of reasons. Mainly, as some of you may have seen, Jimmy's been going through a tough time recently, looking after Jammy, one of his miniature Dachshunds. Jammy went in for an operation yesterday, which is particularly pricey and has taken a big hit on Jimmy. So he's been trying to raise some awareness and some charitable support. So I'm going to go down and see how he's doing, because that all took place yesterday. Here's the man, Jimmy. He's been having a play around with the matte paste.
Yep. Can I have a look at it?
And his thoughts are?
So, on receiving it, as soon as you take the lid off, you can see the appearance is slightly different to how we'd usually to have it.
Which is the same as what I said.
Yeah, you can see it's slightly shinier and almost looks a bit whipped.
Yeah.
In consistency, but it's the performance that matters with us.
Yeah.
So we did the performance test, and actually, the performance is exactly how it was, you know, with the first one that we signed off.
Yeah.
It gets there straight away, but it's just the appearance is slightly different.
Which is not so important. The important thing for us, as I said a moment ago,
is how it feels on the hair, and you know how quick it works into your hands and everything.
Right. So knowing our quality standards in terms of the quality of the product and the performance of the product, is it signed off?
We're gonna sign this one off, yeah.
Sweet. Sorted. Matte paste is coming back in stock.
Yay!
Yay! Speaking with Jimmy, just left the gentleman's retreat. Obviously, it's good to know that his thoughts match mine in terms of the quality of the matte paste. As I said, this is the hardest product in our range to manufacture, because it's the tiniest tweaks, the tiniest alteration will have a huge effect, and that could be the length of time it's heated for, and that's got to be appropriate to the size of the batch that we're making and everything else. As you guys can see here, I'm going to try and focus on that. This is a little bit shiny. You can see where we've taken some of the matte paste out, but on the surface it's quite shiny, and also it's quite where's the camera? See if we can focus again. There we are. It looks a little bit whipped. So it's got that different appearance, but the actual quality of the performance, what we class as the important thing, is perfect. So if we can make that so it's a little bit drier looking in the jar, happy days. But right now, that's spot on for us. You know, that we're happy to go ahead with that, because we've cleared our quality control. And when you do manufacture products, if any of you guys watching are manufacturing products for your own brands or anything, or thinking about it, the quality control is so important. This is one of the reasons why we manufacture certain products ourselves. It's one of the reasons why the other products that we manufacture, we do all in the UK. We could quite easily outsource this to anywhere in Europe. We could outsource it to China, we could outsource it to pretty much anywhere in the world. And one of the difficulties of that is the communication between you and where it's being made. These products, our products, they're all made in Yorkshire. We're based in Yorkshire. You know, if we want to go and oversee them being poured or made or mixed, that's what we do. So it's really important for us to make sure that we have that ability to stay in control of the quality of our products. And I think that any of you guys who are thinking about it, you know, really do think about where things are made and what quality implications that has. You know, don't say, oh, local's best, because local isn't always best. In this case, local's best for us because it allows us to put the quality in place. So I think that's an important thing to remember, even when you're buying products. It is now, there's a clock behind me, but it is now 5:20. It's really hot in here. I'm knackered, so I've been working all day. My dad left a couple of hours ago, but I decided that I'd make the office a lot neater. Look at this space, all this. Given myself as well, me and Jimmy sit here, giving us lower desks. As I mentioned to you before, I got a really bad back, and one of the reasons for that was having a high desk. So it's really nice to be able to pull that back down and know that working isn't going to hurt my back. And on top of all this, we are now half ready to get moving. You can see behind me, doing a lot of spins to make some products in our lab. We've got a few ingredients over here. We've got our workspace all set up. There's still more work to be done on all this. We've got shelves full of products, benchmarks. What else have we got? We've had our samples that are good and bad. We've got packaging, things that we've been looking at using, so jars and all that kind of stuff. So it is coming on, and I think on Monday we've got a machine coming, which should hopefully, touch wood, be our first batch of manufacturing certain products and samples in our own little lab, which is exciting. Very exciting.